The Sign of the Times, episode 680, from this undisclosed Marshy area. Undisclosed Marshy area. And we have huge news. Beast Barnett did his due diligence, did the work. He's deducted that the plants from a few episodes ago, Japanese anemone. Japanese anemone. Now, if Beast could answer what these exact plants are, we have something really huge. Really huge. QT Volk's probably clapping, jumping up and down with excitement right now over the fact that it's Japanese anemone, but he's probably saying, I wonder what kind of plants are in the marsh. Well, Beast Barnett's a botany expert, he can tell us. For the people that love the snaps, there's Chicken Bob and Chicken Ron. They don't know quite what the plants are, but they're not botany experts. Not botany experts. Although they probably enjoy the talk of botany. JB Moonshine t-shirt. You can get a shirt similar to this if you go to where JB Moonshine is and buy one from him. Especially if you go to Chehalis and wait for him to cross, because he'll get a flat tire. He'll need the money for his repair work. Demon and Bunny coffee. It's a delicious, delicious coffee. Pamphlet for the Sign of the Times. A point to find zoo one. You can see where the polar bears are kept there. And you can learn that the polar bear keeper chats are every day at 11:30. I bet old Ken Hamlin goes there and listens to the keeper talk on the polar bears on a semi-regular basis. I'm sure he loves polar bears. Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTube. You may be watching right about now. Right about now you're probably watching. The X where you can follow me, but not literally, much like Jaden does, much like Cameron Starr does. Both do, but not literally. You don't see Cameron Starr hiding in this marshy area. At least I don't. But she is a forearm ninja. She might just jump out and just boom with the forearm out of nowhere. The Bomber Mafia by Malcolm Gladwell. That's what I'll give to QT Volks out of the little free library. Current book I'm still finishing up. I'm close to the end now. The Reluctant Communist, my desertion, court-martial, and 40-year imprisonment in North Korea by Charles Robert Jenkins. He made a horrible, horrible choice that day when he said, I think I'll go see what the North Koreans are doing. And he just walked over there. They made him work in propaganda films. They cut off his tattoo with scissors with no antiseptic. It was a horrible, horrible experience. He had an electric water pump but no electricity. Horrible time. Members of Team Badney's not a single solitary good knee in the whole entire bunch. Look at that. You've seen her the past couple of weeks on Wow Women of Wrestling as they featured her entire run in the show. Her and Jesse Jones and Holly Swag, they've been the main features the whole time the last couple of weeks. What a great series of shows. Another proud member, Casey Carlisle. Wow should show some Casey Carlisle on there. There she is with a whole wall of belts back when CaseyCarlisle.com was active. There she was. People bought a lot of those. Those were for people that were old enough. NWA fans. School fans. There she was. Her Ultimo Dragon phase. QT's favorite. Short Sleeve Simpson's favorite. There she is. A little bit sultry. There she is with her Uncle Paul. On his Wonderful Zach. Paul and the rest of the Freak Show. On his former buddy pal, John Lennon, before the big split. I got a picture of the late Kevin Sullivan. There he is with Gary Hart and Mark Lewin. Picture of old Ken Hamlin throwing a rock through the McDonald's. He's probably saying, you bring out polar bears or this rock's coming right through your window, boy. I got a picture of Seymour Snot, proud member of the Gouge roster. I'd say one of the proudest. I got a picture of Jakari Frost. No word on if he visits polar bears, but it would stand to reason. There's a new CAC program.
See any fishing poles out here?
What's up?
You not have a fishing pole?
No.
No.
There's that. And there's that. This week, busy week. Monday, I got pretty much nothing. Tuesday, we'll find out what Beast Barnett thought of Mary Hartman star Louise Lasser's controversial Saturday Night Live hosting appearance, and Kurt Phrases does all the research and lets us know. We'll probably look forward to that. Wednesday, maybe I'll watch old episodes of the Paul Lynde Show. Paul Lynde Show, a very favorite episode of QT Volks. He loved the Paul Lynde Show, I'm sure. Thursday, not much going on. Next Friday, hopefully we'll have that big announcement. Some illness precluded it from happening this week, but hopefully next week we'll get that in. My illness, not QT's illness, or even Cameron Starr's illness. But to review from this undisclosed Marshy area, Japanese MMO is the plant from a few episodes ago. We'll find out what this is. No fishing poles. Monday, we got Kurt Phrases' assignment to find out what Beast Barnett thought of Mary Hartman star Louise Lasser's controversial Saturday Night Live hosting appearance. Tuesday, maybe some Paul Lynde Show. What a great show that was. Paul Lynde, very underrated comic. Uncle Arthur he was when he was on Bewitched. Then he tried to star in his own show, and it was alright. Wednesday, that's what we're doing. Thursday, pretty much nothing. Friday, hopefully an announcement, but pretty much episode 680.